matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got his man down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on second down. Immediately fires to the middle. Knocked off his feet.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois. And it feels good to land that first big punch against against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Boone. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes one man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Purdue! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Hold. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend them.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over Troy. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boone. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Works the middle. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback.
Timeout, Illinois.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He slides that just inside the right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We're just... ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. shakes off the defender. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Punch it out of the air. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. Across the 35. Open space at the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Illini. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Can you believe that? Scooped up that fumble and took it all the way back for 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds a spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 40. Turning it on.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Turning on the Jets. The 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Illinois right back to the line. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line...
Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Mighty Illini using that big run to get momentum.